Hi everyone, it's Rax. We got some amazing news from the community manager of Filthy Rich. Let's read the blue post. We wanted to share that we're listening in on feedback regarding Firebirds' binary set and investigating opportunities to update some of the changes and nerfs that were recently posted in the preview blog. We're hoping to get this working soon, and we'll update the thread and blog along with any developer notes we can share to help keep you all in the loop. Appreciate the patience, and we'll have more to share soon. There have been a lot of people in the community that have been actively voicing against all the Firebirds nerfs. I can tell you that a lot of my Maxroll teammates, Wudijo, myself, and Rob, have been very vocal in wanting to see more of the buffs come to Firebirds, and it sounds like we are going to get it in some form or another. So the logical question you may have is, what might happen and how will that affect everything? Well then, let's pull up Excel and figure it out. If you guys watched my final patch note video, I explained all of these numbers and how everything came to be with the final patch notes, but it sounds like Blizzard is listening and we may get something new for Firebirds. So let's think about if they revert some of the nerfs that they had. So they cut the 2-piece more than half, they cut the 4-piece in half, and they cut the 6-piece in half. So the possible combinations are they could revert the 2-piece or the 4-piece or the 6-piece or any combination of them. So let me explain what's going on here. So with their original nerf, we lost a 9.8 multiplier, and since the health goes up 17% every rift, it means that we essentially lost 14.5 tiers. We'll call it 15 tiers. I did a lot of testing on the PTR, and I calculated the unnerfed Firebirds could clear GR 157 if it existed, which makes it S+, and the 15 tier nerf brings it to A tier. So now, based on what we might see, where will it land in terms of power? Well, if they revert the 2-piece, I calculate it will go to about 149, so it will be pretty much able to clear 150. That would put it in line with the best builds in the entire game. It would be there with the Heaven's Fury Crusader. It would be there with the Bone Spear Necromancer. So if they revert that, it's going to be straight up one of the best builds in the entire game. If they do the 4 or the 6-piece, it will go from GR 142 A tier to GR 146 S tier. It won't be the best build in the game, but it will be insanely strong. Believe it or not, these 4 tiers that it would jump up will actually make a big difference. And then if they do any combination of reverting multiple nerfs that they did across the 2, the 4, and the 6-piece, it's going to be above GR 150, and it will be probably the best build in the entire game. So you might be wondering, what are all these colors for? Well, what I'm personally hoping for is I'm hoping for something in the green, or at worst case, something in the yellow, and I really, really don't want them to put it back to this level. And the reason why is, if they revert this much of the nerf, and it's this strong, it's just going to get nerfed in the future. And talked about this on my stream multiple times, but we don't have a million developers on Diablo 3 anymore. They don't have infinite time. I don't want them to constantly have to revisit set after set after set, again, every single season, retuning it and making it in line with whatever their goals are. I know that their goal is not to have it so strong that it's just going to crush beyond GR 150 solo, especially with no seasonal buff. That's not the goal. So this is too strong. I want them to buff it. I want it to be an amazing build, but I don't want it to be stupidly overpowered and get nerfed in the future. So if they revert the 4 or the 6-piece, it will be an S tier build. It will be one of the best builds in the entire game, and you will be able to crush with it. I'm hoping for that. Worst case scenario, they could revert the 2-piece, and it will be pretty much the best build in the game. It's going to be right up there with Heaven's Fury Satyr and the Bone Spear Necromancer. So Before, we said that the speeds and the metas were dead. If we get at least this amount of a buff, the Firebird speeds will be quite good. They certainly won't be dead. They won't be better than rats, but they will be good, and you can definitely do them instead of rats and get great XP and not have to play rats. You can play your wizard. For the metas, I don't think definitely can't be the trash clearer, but it definitely could be potentially the boss killer and replace the satyr there. So there will at least be options for the wizard. And if they go anywhere beyond this, then the opportunities really open up. Maybe Firebird speeds are actually the best, and maybe they're going to be the best boss killer that the world has ever seen. In our feedback that we have provided, we are not asking them to do anything like this. Another thing to keep in mind is it is not guaranteed that they will just simply revert a nerf. For example, the 6-piece used to be 4,000. They cut it in half to 2,000. They might not do that. Maybe they'll move it to some other number. Maybe it'll be 3,000 or 3,500. They aren't limited to just reverting or halving or doubling. So this is just a scenario to show you what might happen. No matter what, as long as one of these three is reverted, it will definitely be an S tier build. That is for sure. Instead of A tier. And it will open up opportunities for wizards in both the speeds and the metas. What do you guys think? Are you happy about this? Personally, this really shows that Blizzard has listened to us. We have been very vocal in trying to defend all you wizard players and all you Firebirds fanatics to give us something exciting for the season. I'm very excited to see what they are going to release, but it seems like guaranteed we are going to get something back. And that's great news for all you wizard players in Season 23. I'll keep you posted, and the full Firebirds guide is coming.